Hello and welcome back to Practice Assessment 1 of Bookkeeping Controls. We're into task 7. So I've done a quick write out here of what's in the bank statement and the cash book. I've had to put in here, because it's in Excel, minuses for debits and our positives for credits. So that's what we'll do here. Right, so below is the bank statement for September. We've got a cash book as well. We've not finalised the bank reconciliation, and so basically it's saying do the bank reconciliation. So let's do that. So we got a 4-step method for our bank reconciliation. So step number 1 is let's go through in here. Our paid in here will be our credits in here will be our debits in here. So we haven't got that one. We got that one. So let's start colouring this in. We'll use yellow. Oh no, we won't use yellow in the font. We'll use yellow in the fill. Okay, so that one is that one there, and that one is that one there. That one is that one there. Okay, and that is that there. That is that there. There we go. Okay, and that is that one there. Okay, so that's step 1. Step 2 is reconcile the brought forward balances. So that and that figure there is that figure there. So that's reconciling the brought forward balances. So that's step 2 of the 4-stage bank reconciliation method. Okay, so that's step 2, clearing out that one. Okay, so what's the question now then? It says, identify 4 transactions that are included in the cash book but missing from the bank statement. So step 3 would be, if anything's in the bank statement, redo the cash book. We haven't got anything in the bank statement. That's really quite boring questions, really. This we've had in sort of 6 and 7. So we now are going to do our carried down figure. Let's just check actually. Have we got a carried down figure? No, they're not got a carried down figure in. Okay, let's calculate the carried down figure in the cash book. In here. Okay. I like to do it this way because I know that it will always be accurate. That's my carried down per the cash book. And my brought down per the cash book. Oh, sorry, I always put brought down per the cash book. There. And so that is going to be in our bank reconciliation balance as per the cash book. But we'll get to that in the end. Right, so balance as per the bank statement is 2491. Okay. Unpresented checks. Well, let's do the outstanding large sums first because they want to have that in there. So we got 946 and we got 247 there. So that is these figures here. What did I call them in the last one? I went for colour green, didn't I, in the last one? So, let's put green. Those are those figures there. So we'll add those on. And unpresented checks, which we're going to delete off, or minus off, do that. And it's going to be that there. So, minus some of those. Okay, and our cash book should be that. Plus that. That's the unpresented checks. Which is that. And it's equal to our brought down figure. So that is the 4-stage method. I remember it didn't really have anything in here for stage 3 that was in the bank statement that wasn't in the cash book, so we didn't have to readjust our cash book. So that is the 4-stage method of the bank reconciliation. Right, let's do task number 8. A suspense account has been opened with a balance of 1,000. Okay, well, it's not telling us whether 1,000 whether it's a debit or a credit. That might be a problem here. An error has been identified as an entry made in the general ledger from an incorrect addition of the total column in the purchase daybook as shown below. Right, so let's have a look at this purchase daybook. Right, so the total, and we got VAT, and we got net. Okay, in here, and it should be 36. It's just 3600 plus 1680 plus 480. Okay, and they put it in as 4760. Okay, right. Let's just check if there's anything else. Ooh. Plus 280 plus 80. Okay, well that's the same. That's gone to the VAT control account. And the net 3,000 plus 1400 plus 400, and this would go to the purchases 4800. Right, so I'm going to stop here a second. Right, so it told us at the start a suspense account has been opened with a balance of 1,000. Didn't tell us whether it was a debit or credit. So we're going to have to use this here to try and work out what would have happened. This would go to the purchase ledger control account here. That's going to go to VAT there, and that's going to have gone to purchases. Okay, so they posted then debit purchases. Actually, I don't, let's put these separate over here. Debit, and then we go on purchases. We put in 4800 there. And we go on debit VAT 960. And we go on credit. What's actually been posted is 4760. Right, okay. Record the journal's entry needed to remove the incorrect entry and record the correct entry. So to remove the incorrect, so that's what's going to have happened there. So the suspense account, if I put the suspense account over here, suspense account it should have been credit 5760. It's actually that one there. So the suspense account must be credit 1,000. Okay, because that would then make that the correct figure, the 5760 will balance off to there. Right, so that's what we're starting with then. Okay, to remove the incorrect entry, so the incorrect entry is going to be debit 4760. Let's see what we've got, which is what they're going to use the purchase ledger control account. Oh, purchase ledger control. Control. Okay. Well, excuse the fact that that's going to be a bit small. Let's just drag that. There we go. Right. Okay, so that's the one to remove the first bit. To record the correct entry, it's going to be credit 5760, which is ledger control. Okay. And to remove the suspense account, it's going to be debit suspense. $1,000. And let's just, and to just show you how that's going to work then as my journal, because that is going to be what the whole journal would look like. There you go. They both add up. And my suspense account will go over here. That's how it would work there. And that would go back to 0. Right, okay. So that is that answer there. Let me copy another sheet over. Let's do B. take all that out. Okay. Okay, another error has been found in the general ledger. Entries to record a bank receipt of £220 for commission received. Okay, so it should have been debit bank 220, credit commission received 220. Okay. Have been reversed. Oh right, oh boo. Right, so actually what's happened then is we've gone debit comms received, credit bank. Ooh. So that's what's actually happened. Okay. So record the journal entries, remove the incorrect entry, and record the correct entry. Do not enter a 0 into the unused columns. Alright then, let's get on with this then, and just drop these in. So all we're going to do then is we're going to reverse this one out first. So we're going to go debit bank 220, and we'll have credit comms received 220. That's our reversing journal. Okay, and then what we're then going to have is we're going to do it again for our correct journal. Yep, return to correct the entries. And we're just going to have the same thing in again. Right, that is then task 8 done. Okay. I think I'll go and do 9 and 10 in a different video, and I'll see you soon. So hopefully that was what you could see there is the method which I went about as well was quite solid, really, wasn't I? So in the bank reconciliation, I used the 4-step method. Again, step 1 being tick off. And remember, you might like to use a highlighter pen within the exam if you've got pieces of paper. You can, or you can just put lines through. But a highlighter pen could be quite nice, a bit of art in the middle of your exam, just calming. Then it would have been, go back to the previous one. This one, which would be, oh sorry. Then it's step 2, isn't it? And here we've got now we've got to reconcile this brought forward balance in here and get those to be there. And you can see that this was the figure in the last bank reconciliation. So that reconciles it. Step 2. Step 3 in the previous one was what's in the bank statement that needs to be used to correct the cash book and redo it. And then step 4 is then what's in our cash book that's not in our bank statement for our bank reconciliation. Let me just put the little green ones in there as well to just complete it. And there we go. So that's our 4-step method. Then here what I did was I actually wrote out the journals again, and what that allowed then was a really good idea about what was posted here, and then what must have been, what was the side that the suspense account must be sitting on, which would have been here really, the thing that would have done to make that balance. That fixed that opening bit, that little bit of a just where you would have had, I'm thinking, well, what actually have they posted here? They've deliberately not given me the debit or the credit figure. So that's how I got that. And then I just then did the reversal of that, and then put it in. But then I put the suspense account in as well, and did the whole journal, and made sure they added up. And then in the last one, then I just did the what the journal should have been. I did what it actually was, right? Well, that's a reversing error, right? So to do that, then we need to reverse out the original one, and then we need to put in the proper one. Hopefully, then you can see that what I do here is there's no shortcuts. And actually, I'm a professional accountant who's post qualified for 21 years and been in corporate finance and practice and industry as well. And you can see that actually I don't shortcut at all. So you definitely don't do that, and that actually is the professionalism of the industry. You don't take any shortcuts with this. So hopefully that was helpful. You can see how I approached it, and I'll see you soon for tasks 9 and 10. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.